Hello and welcome to this News9 special. We were just speaking about what would be the impact of Laxman Savadi on North Karnataka and if he makes an exit. It's saying that now that Laxman Savadi has in fact gone and met DK Shivakumar, and these were aiding credence to the rumors that he would be moving to the Congress. Former Karnataka Deputy CM Laxman Savadi met the state Congress President DK Shivakumar and the state leader of the opposition, Siddaramaiah, at the latter's residence in Bengaluru. Laxman Savadi on April 12 resigned as Legislative Council member and from the primary membership of the BJP after being denied a ticket, especially from contesting from Athani. These are the visuals that are coming in where Laxman Savadi is speaking with the Karnataka leaders along with Surjewala, who is also seen in the visuals. It was being said that Laxman Savadi would make his move soon, especially after resigning from the primary membership of the party. Laxman Savadi was one of the three people who engineered the defections that brought down the JDS as well as the Congress government in Karnataka. Well, to discuss more about this, in the studio, we have Brijesh Pandey, political editor with News9. Brijesh, how do you see the move by Laxman Savadi and how much of an impact would it have in those areas as well? Because here it looks like the Congress was on a wait-and-watch policy to see how the list would create the confusion that they were expecting it to create and maybe fish in troubled waters.
Well, I think it's a very powerful visual because, which we are seeing here, Randeep Surjewala is there and Savadi is talking to DK Shivakumar as well as Siddaramaiah. It's a very powerful visual because, apart from getting his own, heft inside and help the Congress in this particular election, these visual is also a testimony of the fact that right now the wind looks like blowing in the Congress direction because, there is a lot of desertion which is happening within the BJP and not everybody is happy with the way tickets have been distributed and the way senior leaders have been sidelined in their say as far as the allocation of ticket is concerned. And this is why, this particular visual will give Congress a shot in arm. I don't know how much it is going to tilt the electoral balance in favor of Congress, but it will definitely be a morale booster as far as the Congress cadre is concerned.
But as you said, so many of them are in fact making that switch as such. And earlier Gautam was in fact saying one of the most important persons who is busy now is the Karnataka legislative speaker. And because he's seeing a lot of resignations coming in, especially from disgruntled MLAs, and later the party, they resigned from the primary membership of the party and more. But Laxman Savadi was also a person who had brought down the Congress as well as JDS government. So looks like he is going to play the betrayal card now.
Well, he will play the betrayal card, and I think, what he will do is that, he will also try to get as many people as possible and engineer the loss of as many BJP candidates as possible, because if he is able to do that, then only he will be able to send a powerful message to the party, which is looks like all set to desert and join the Congress party, that how crucial he was for the party's scheme of things. There are various messages which is also going to the central leadership about the large scale denial of tickets to the sitting MLA, and especially to those who have a sizable influence. Jagdish Shettar, for example, is one another case, because most of the cases, the central leadership has been studiously quiet and they have not spoken about it. But in the case of Shettar also, he went and met Prahlad Joshi, he went and met JP Nadda, and he was said that, that there will be another round of talks with the senior leadership and to decide whether he'll be given ticket or not. So these powerful leaders will definitely, if he doesn't get a ticket, then they know how the party functions. A, B, they will literally boost the Congress's campaign, because them coming from changing their side from BJP to Congress will be a massive I would say jump in the confidence of the cadre in the Congress party, and they will be able to. I'm not saying that this is the only reason, but it's a sure shot indicator of which way the wind is blowing.
Sure indicator, but then is the BJP playing a much larger game in the sense that they're looking towards the future? They're trying to ensure that in Karnataka, they are moving away from the Lingayat base. They want to have several communities on board so that they have the choice to look into various communities and also have a broader base, which gives them another set of choice of leaders. Is it more of expanding the party away from traditional strongholds?
Well, Varghese,
It's like to say, let me sit in the opposition and I'll build the party for the next 5 years.
theoretically, what all you're saying is absolutely correct. But only theoretically. And one more thing I would want to add to it is that no single party and no single politician, irrespective of what he says in public, no single political party and no single politician would want to sit in opposition. They all want to win, they all want to come to power, and anybody who says other than that is lying through plain teeth. So that is just hokum. See, what the Congress, what the BJP is trying to do is that yes, they would want to implement the strategy which has yielded them great dividend in other states like Gujarat, where they have taken it to an art form, of engineering the removal of 30-40% of the sitting candidates, removing the entire thing. So it is like, it has taken art form level in the state of Gujarat. But in other states like Uttar Pradesh and other states, they have removed 20-25% of sitting MLAs, and they have been able to blunt the anti-incumbency angle. But never before has this kind of mass-scale desertion or openly voicing of,
dissent,
airing the grievances and dissent has been seen. So this case right now, the BJP is definitely not on a solid footing. And it looks like the only reason why I would, if I was BJP, would do this is once I'm very sure that I'm not going to win the election. Other than that, you would want to do this in the middle of the election. Like after 2 years into government, I would start doing the structural change, so that, in next year or year and a half, I would be in a position where if I brought all the changes, nothing much will happen. Losing 2 or 3 important leaders, nothing much will happen. But this close to election is less than a month away. You don't do these kind of things. You have to be lucky person of the highest this thing to be able to pull off this.
Well, it is a big strategic gambit that they are in fact taking.
It is.
That looks like the case that is there in Karnataka. And of course, now Laxman Savadi meeting with the Congress leaders and probably indicating of an official exit from the BJP and joining with the Congress. With that, it's a wrap on this News 9 special. Stay tuned for further News 9 programs.